Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video I'm going to take a look at Cubelock, the little bit more aggressive brother of Contra Warlock. In fact, sometimes it can take several turns before you figure out whether you are up against a Cubelock or a Contra Warlock, which is also why some stat sites like Vicious Syndicate do not even separate between the two. However, in the long-term game plan of the two decks there are some very clear differences. Cubelock's namesake is the carnivorous cube, which the deck uses to great extent in order to usually make copies of Doom Guards and have a lot of Doom Guards and hit a lot of face with all of those Doom Guards. The key enabling piece for the combo is the Skull of the Manari, which pulls the Doom Guard from your hand on the beginning of the turn, and then you can attack with the Doom Guard. After that you can play Carnivorous Cube on the Doom Guard, and finally you can play Dark Pact, or if you're at 9 mana or more and have a fully buffed Spellstone, you can use that to kill off the cube and release 2 more Doom Guards from within. If you're able to get enough Doom Guards played, then you will also have lots of charge damage coming from your Bloodriver Gul'dan turn, because then those Doom Guards will be resummoned. In many though you will have played Voidlord or 2 at that point as well, and Voidlord and Voidwalkers all fit in the same Resurrect pool, so then you will not get as many Doom Guards. You can also do some nice things with Faceless Manipulator, because you can Faceless Manipulator on your Doom Guard, or you can also Faceless Manipulator a cube, in which case what's inside the cube is also going to be inside the copy. So there's also some nice potential for lots of Doom Guards. However, Cube and Faceless Manipulator are not only limited to Doom Guards. In the situation so requires, you can also use them on the Mountain Giants. Mountain Giants are very good against some decks, so having an army of Mountain Giants is a pretty attractive notion. And you can also use them on Void Lords to get more and more of that defensive power. So there are many ways you can approach games with this deck. The deck is also able to resurrect some of its stuff. Bloodriver Gul'dan brings back demons, and Desert Corruptor has also become commonplace also in Cubelock as in Contra Warlock, and it will bring back some Void Lords, and in this case also Lackeys, Cubes and Mistresses of Mixture. The difference in game plan between Cubelock and Contra Warlock is that Cubelock is actively trying to kill the opponent. Sure, it can take sometimes a long time, you may end up playing Desert and Gul'dan before you kill your opponent, but you usually do kill the opponent with damage instead of with fatigue. Cubelock doesn't have quite the removal tools Contra Warlock has. There's no Twisting Nether, there's no Siphon Soul. That top end of removal is missing. But all the anti-aggro pieces of removal are still there. There's Defile, there's Doomsayer, there's Hellfire. So you can deal with those aggro boards and play a very defensive control game. But then in more control-oriented matchups you're trying to push a lot more damage with this deck than with Contra Warlock. In slower matchups in the Mulligan you're looking for Mountain Giants. Mountain Giants are so good in control matchups, as is the Skull of the Manari. So those are 2 really big keeps. And Possessed Lackey is also always a good card. So that kind of, you're looking for those cards that enable you to make those power plays early and apply pressure. However, when you're up against aggro decks, you're looking for a completely different set of cards. You're looking for defensive cards. Defile is a big thing. Doomsayer is very, very good early on. Its value goes down as the game goes on, so the earlier you have access to it, the better. And in addition to board clears, Mister of Mixtures for some healing and contesting the board with a minion, as well as Kobold Librarian, are huge keeps in more aggressive matchups. There's also one maybe a little bit unintuitive card that I like to keep in some matchups, and that's the Bloodriver Gul'dan. I keep Bloodriver Gul'dan in mirror match. Bloodriver Gul'dan is such a huge part of the Warlock versus Warlock game that I think it's worthwhile keeping, even if you're just offered it in the Mulligan. I also sometimes keep it against priests, just to prevent the priest from stealing with the Dragonid Operative, because playing the priest side of the matchup, the way that I win many times has been that I steal Gul'dan and play it myself. But reviewing general statistics available on the archetype, then the priest keep might be a little bit questionable. Whereas the statistics do show that keeping Gul'dan in the mirror is a very good move. There's one small peculiarity in this list, otherwise it's just your regular Cube Warlock, and that's the inclusion of Ironbeak Owl. I like having a silence effect, and the reason that I prefer the Ironbeak Owl is because its mana cost is lower than Spellbreaker, and because it has only 1 health, it enables you to do Defile clears. Especially in a deck like this where you have a lot of damage available, you have the Giants, the Void Lords, the Doom Gods. You don't really need that 4-3 stat line of Spellbreaker for anything, so I prefer to use the Owl. It gives me more opportunities to combine it with other cards and to combine it with Defile. And I really like having a silence effect more than I like having something like Prince Taldaram for another copy effect. As always, I've prepared a bunch of gameplay with this deck for you, and if you enjoy this content, then please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. And now let's go take a look at some Cubelock gameplay. Slightly tempted to. Questions: what are the good decks apart from Cubelock and Spiteful Dragon Priest? All sorts of aggressive Paladin decks. Silverhand Paladin is really good. Murloc Paladin is really good. Aggro Paladin is a little bit worse, but it's also good. And then Combo Priest, like Kim Young-hil is saying. Combo Priest is great. Cubelock, Priests, Paladin. Mage decks are pretty good. Secret Mage, Big Spell Mage. I write about fun decks. Control Warlock, Big Spell Mage. I like my Desert Warrior still, but it's not really a meta deck, but... I think we're trying with the Mountain Giant, because why wouldn't I try? Mountain Giants are here to be played. Well, Priest, what do you have? That's a pretty good one. But I can only silence one or the other. But I don't have enough mana to also kill off the Twilight Acolyte. If I silence my Mountain Giant, it becomes an 8/8 again. But then I will have to trade it into the Twilight Acolyte. Or do I? Do I have to trade it? I guess I'm silencing this. But I'm not trading. I hit him in the face. I can tap here. So, show me what you've got. Do you have another way to deal with the giant? Do you trade into the giant now? He trades, so I got 8 damage in. Spectacular. I played Cubelock and got wrecked by Kingsbane Rogue. Yeah, Kingsbane Rogue is the worst matchup. Is it the worst matchup? Priest has to be worse, right? But Kingsbane Rogue is pretty bad. Risky play against Priest, but I like it. I mean, come on. It's not like he's going to buff the Acolyte's health so that he can use Divine Favor, Inner Fire on it. And what's the likelihood that he can still attack from Giant twice? Let's tap again. Because I like tapping. Hit face again. I mean, Duskbreaker wipes the board. He can trade with the operative into the giant and Duskbreaker. Or if he's Combo Priest, he might have something really good there. No, he pulls off my... he's going to Duskbreaker this board now. Why did he have to pull that one instead of Doomsayer or Doomgod? It was 50%. 50% for me to get a really good result there. Feels bad, man. I don't have a lot to play right now. I still don't have a lot to play. I'll try with the Doomsayer. Let's see where this goes. Who plays Dirty Rat in Priest? Some kind of control again? Does Combo Priest play Dirty Rat? They don't, right? I don't think they do anyway. I mean, if it's Combo Priest, he can obviously Potion of Madness my Doomsayer and hit me in the face with that. So there are certain risks involved. But we'll see. I just haven't seen Dirty Rat in Combo Priest, so it makes me think this is more control. But I might be wrong. There's the Doomsayer, alright. That's cool. Unfortunately, my hand is full and I have nothing to play. I guess I have to throw away a Defile. He can probably steal the Void Lord. That's going to be a problem. Do I have the Void Lord Dark Pact? Maybe I do. He already has a Void Lord. That's sweet. Now he used the coin, so he needs to have another Acolyte in order to steal my Void Lord with a Cabal Shadow Priest. I could buff up the spell stones preemptively. Nah, there's no reason to do that. Does he have another Acolyte? I think it's unlikely. I'll play the Void Lord. Let's try this. If he's Combo Priest, he could have some buffs and a silence. That would kill me. He had the he topped it. No, he got that like last turn. Okay. Alright, alright. I get it, I get it. One Void Lord stolen. He can have mind control to steal yet another Void Lord. Ah, this is getting uncomfortable. This one pulls either Doom Guard or Void Lord. Do I need to make a Void Lord and Dark Pact it to play around mind control? Maybe I do. 9 cards in hand. I can go to 10 cards in hand, right? I can go to 10 cards. I can Dark Pact my own Void Lord. So now I ensure that I will have at least one Void Lord. Cooldown. Both Acolytes have been spent. Alright, alright. Haha, Yakshay. There's another Void Lord. I'd really like to have another Dark Pact too to kill it off. All of these at 4 health, so I can't really deal with these right now. 9 cards in hand. I can go to 10 cards in hand. It's fine. There's the Dark Pact. Still both Librarians left in the deck. I'd also like to play those later. How much damage does he have? He has 7, 10, 12 damage. Damage is still fine. I can do it like this. I can do it like this. Haven't found the skull, haven't found the cubes. He's going to want to steal. He's going to want to steal the Void Lord again. He's guaranteed has mind control in that deck. That's a very slow deck. But I can go to 20. That should be safe enough. What if I do Hellfire Defile? 1, 2, 3. I think I'll do this. Hit there. Hellfire. Spellstone there. The Defile. Not quite a full clear, but we're pretty close. I couldn't figure out how to do a full clear out of that. Next turn I can play Void Lord Dark Pact to ensure more Void Lords. 9 damage. Is that scary? It's a little bit scary. Not lethal scary yet. We're doing Void Lord Dark Pact. Get to 19. Next turn I will play Gul'dan. He's going to mind control one of the Void Lords. I hope to get 2 from Gul'dan, but there's a chance that I only get 1, which means that then I could potentially even die. So if he attacks with the 9/4, that means that he does not have a Duskbreaker. No Duskbreaker. So what does he have? Some more dragons. Alright, alright. So I'll hit with this one. Then I'll play the Gul'dan. And hopefully I will get 2 Void Lords back. Worst case scenario is that I only get 1. I get 2 back. So he's going to steal 1. But he can't steal both yet. He might be able to steal the other one next turn. But we'll see about that. He's always going to steal 1. I know that's going to happen. And he will want to steal the other one next turn, if at all possible. Do I have a way to prevent that? There's only 5 damage, so I can't cube and Hellfire yet. I can kill it off with Hellfire and Hero Power. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. Yeah. That's fine, it prevents the steal. I hit there. Do some more hitting. Then I'll Hellfire this board. And I will Hero Power the Void Lord. Because by doing this, I put more Void Lords potentially into Nezoth. I don't have a lot left in the deck, so these operatives are coming too late. These operatives are coming too late, they're not going to affect the game that much. There's 2 Mistress Mixtures in the, obviously in the Nezoth, so there's some stuff that I don't really like. Still there in Nezoth. He runs Dirty Rats. Is that a problem? I don't want to play Possessed Lackey because I don't want to get that from Nezoth.
So many bloody decisions.
I think I want to just play a Doomsayer here. Hit a couple of things. Kill a minion or simply damage this one. Oh. Which way is the right way? I'll kill the small one. Let's do it like this. I can probably kill the Doomsayer. Then he's probably also inclined to kill the Voidwalkers. He can play a Dirty Rat here. But I have tried to play so that my percentages are pretty good that the Dirty Rat doesn't pull anything too important. Nezoth being the only really important part here. Why is he already playing the Ooze? That doesn't make any sense. He's going to let the Doomsayer go off. I mean, I still have the Skull in the deck. He should know I have the Skull in the deck. Why does he let the Doomsayer go off? Is there a merit to play Lackey with Doomsayer? No, because first of all I don't have any demons left in the deck for the Lackey to pull, and second of all I don't want the Lackey to die, because I want good minions from Nezoth, and not bad minions. So now I should get, and I do get, 3 Void Lords from Nezoth. And he's going to steal one again. But that's the extent of his mind controls. Both mind controls have been spent. He can't mind control any more stuff. What about another matchup where there are demons in your deck? Yeah, of course you play Lucky if you want the demon out. Especially if they can't kill the Lucky, but sometimes it can of course also be risky. So I want to kill off these minions here. Or at the very least I don't need those minions anymore. Just... I missed 2 damage to face. That was a mistake, obviously. Okay. I think I can still do a lot of charge damage with the Skull. He has spent both mind controls. He has 1 Cabal Shadow Priest left. But he has no Twilight Acolytes left. He could have Pint-sized Potion Cabal Shadow Priest. That would be the final steal that he can do.
I'm almost out of cards.
Now I want some space on the board, right? Yes, I believe I do. So I'm going to spend 3 of these to kill that Duskbreaker. Then I will play the Skull. Okay, so next turn I have 15 charge damage, and the turn after that I have 5. But he still has greater healing potions left. So that burst might not be enough. Murloc Paladin. Yeah, Murloc Paladin is pretty good. Why the Potion of Madness though?
Is someone injured?
Oh, to draw more cards. I see. Okay, then we get the Doom Guard out there. Everything goes face, right? I think everything goes face. Then I'm going to cube the Doom Guard. And Spellstone the cube. Okay. But he still has greater healing potions, so he might be fine. He has Dragonfire Potion. We'll see what else he has. I have 8 next turn with Doomguard and Hero Power, so he doesn't need to do much to survive so far at least, but of course might not always be that easy. Mind Control spent. What does he have? The Shadow Reaper. Interesting.
This one will prove very useful.
Does he have more silences left? He used one Cabal Song Stealer already.
To err is human.
There are actually... I don't have lethal. I can put him to 2. There's no more mind controls left. Do I just cube my Doom God? What if he plays Psychic Scream? One Priest of the Feast has been seen. He could have Psychic Scream.
I must feed now.
Can also have Shadow Word Death. I think I want to cube that. We'll see how this turns out. Psychic Scream is good now because it gets rid of the cube. But then he still needs to heal too. That's a greater healing potion. Well, we knew that was coming. Double greater healing potion. That's pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet. Do I even kill this one? I'm not going to kill that one. I just hit face with everything I've got here. Let's try this. I have no real way to let the Doom Gods out. We'll see. One spell left in his deck. What is that spell? He wanted some spells still. Sack the Cubo 2 turns. Kim Young Heal, that could be an option. But he might have something to deal with that. So what's his plan?
Is someone injured?
To put more clerics on the in play? Is that double Shadow Word Death that he has in hand now? In other words, do I want to push 10 with the Doom Guards this turn? He has another Dragonfire Potion left. Could have 2. Hit, Hero Power. I think I'm pushing that 10. He might be able to kill the Doom Gods. But how much healing does he have left? We have seen Priest of the Feast and we have seen 2 greater healing potions. Dragonfire Potion obviously kills the Doom Gods. But can he heal? He still needs to start healing. Dragonfire Potion was the last spell, so he has 2 Dragonfire Potions in hand. But the next question is, can he heal? Potions of Madness have been spent. He can have 1 Cabal Shadow Priest left. So I don't want to play minions. I just want to suck his face. I hope he doesn't have a 2nd Priest of the Feast. Set up for lethal next turn. Kill a cleric with hero power and go face with cube. I thought that he would probably have a way to kill the Doom Gods. I wanted to take the damage this turn. Because I was concerned that he would have a way to kill the Doom Gods the following turn. Whereas when I took the damage now, he had already used both Greater Healing Potions and a Priest of the Feast. He has to have healing or he doesn't have enough. Can he heal? He can't heal. He missed a hero power. Well, that doesn't really matter. He's dead. We beat the Control Priest, which is designed to beat this deck. That said, I think I'd try keeping Gul'dan in the mirror. Let's see. There's no reason for me to play the Mistress out there yet. I don't gain anything from that. Alright, it's a control mirror. Some kind of control mirror anyway. Cards in hand, alright, alright. Can you link the list? You can grab it from the... William, you can grab it from the overlay. If he's like Fatigue Warlock and he gets to mill Gul'dan, that's one of the main ways for him to win. I'm forced to play the Mistress. So he doesn't have a Mountain Giant. But there's a Doomsayer. Playing Doomsayer on this spot is pretty risky in general. Because I'm always going to coin the Lackey into that. So the Lackey is going to go off. But if it pulls a Doom God, then that's a little annoying. But it pulls a Void Lord, which is fine. Why would you Doomsayer into my Lackey turn? I guess it's better than my Rin turn, but still. Check how important is Nesot? I have all cards except for that one. It's pretty important, but you can live without it too. So it's definitely a Cubelock. I don't have to worry about Rin, most likely. Silence I do have to worry about, so I can't just cube my Void Lord. The deck list without it probably. Yeah, Mr. Tiger, the initial lists were without Nesot almost always. But then it was found out that it's actually really good, even in non-control versions. Well, we're going to have some big minions punch each other. He can cube and pact if he likes, because I couldn't kill that. I had no way to kill it. But we'll see. Oh, that's an interesting move. Really weak move, but an interesting one. So I'm going to kill his Void Lord, so that he won't have anything on the board once the Doomsayer goes off. But I think I'm cubing mine. Let's do it like this. So now the Doomsayer goes off, and then I will have another pair of Void Lords on the board. I still wonder what his plan is. I haven't figured it out yet. Mountain Giant's nice. So do I need to Hellfire? No, I can just Kobold into Defile to deal 2 to the Mountain Giant, and I have to attack with just one of the Void Lords. So I guess they've only got Voidwalkers from DK. Yes, I have got only Voidwalkers from DK. 9 cards in hand. I can tap. No, I don't even have to Defile. Oh, that's better. Let's do that. Let's do that and punch him in the face a little bit. This is fine. Next move. Well, next turn he can just play Void Lord from hand. Not a bad Spellstone. Next turn is probably a Void Lord from hand, right? 10 cards in hand. I need to play some stuff. I don't want to play the Mistress because I want to get lots of Void Lords from the N'Zoth, which leaves me with fairly little to play. Just the Mountain Giant, basically. And I can trade with these, it's fine. Trade with those. These go face. 9 cards in hand. Okay. If he plays Void Lord, I would still have to find Silence to win. So it's not clear. Oh, that's a good Spellstone. So we had both Spellstones already. Oh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one, really. My hand is full and I have nothing useful to play. That's awkward. Playing Doomsayer doesn't really do anything. I didn't want to play Mistresses. I have a few Void Lords. I have 1 Lackey and 1 Mistress already in N'Zoth, and 1 Cube. And I really want to get lots of Void Lords. I might have to play a Defile here. Hit face. I might have to do just that. Okay. This is a good time to play the N'Zoth. I will get at least 2 Void Lords, right? Doesn't look like a bad time to play N'Zoth. Let's go with the N'Zoth. So I got 3 more Void Lords, which is nice. Right there. He has already played both Hellfires and both Spellstones. He obviously has cubes and pacts and all sorts of stuff like that, so he can make more copies of the Void Lord. But other than that, this army of Void Lords is somewhat intimidating for the Cubelock. So you can still do Cube and Pact. Taldaram isn't bad either. So I can kill 1, kill 2, I can Hellfire. Do I want to pull a Doom God? Does it kill him? Hit, 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 hit. 7 plus 5 is 12. It doesn't kill him. And if he gets a Void Lord from the Lackey, then it's even further away. I'll go for the hit, hit, hit. And hit. Just Hellfire. Or Lucky Hellfire. Let's just Hellfire. Hit, hit. Hit, hit, hit. Oh, I was too slow. I was too slow to do everything I needed to do there. I'm sorry. That's a pretty complicated turn and I was a little bit too slow. Yeah, I was wondering between the possibilities that he could pull a Doom Guard from the Lackey, or that he could pull a Void Lord from the Lackey. If he pulled a Void Lord, I wanted to do it like this. But if he pulled a Doom Guard, there was a chance for lethal if I played my Lackey first. But I didn't want to risk it. But here he can do double Defile. No, now one Defile is enough. And he can do the Skull. Interesting, interesting times. So he's going for some Doom Gods. That Skull. He still has one Defile left. I still have Void Lord left in the deck too, by the way. Not just a Doom God, but also a Void Lord. Ooh, Mountain Giant is nice. Mountain Giant. And Lackey. So if he tries to Defile, then this can pull a Void Lord. He pulls the Doom God, that's predictable. And he still has the cubes and the pact, so he can make some more Doom Gods. I haven't found a Silence. Interesting mirror. Vince, is Warlock your favorite class? Probably not. I don't think it is. Oh, he got 3 Void Lords too. That's so sweet for him. That's so sweet. Well, well. I'll probably have to check inside the box. Of one of the Void Lords. Let's check inside the box. Void Lord, please. Ah, Doom God. Didn't want the Doom God from there. Really didn't want the Doom God. I tried to play 2 Doomsayers, but I was too slow again. Slightly too slow. I really want to have 2 Doomsayers out there. He had another Doom God, which means that he can again cube. I needed to have those 2 Doomsayers. A little bit slow, a little bit slow. He has 1 more Faceless left, so he can Faceless the cube. I probably can play Gul'dan here anyway. Yeah, let's play Gul'dan. But there's a risk that I get a lot of Void Walkers. But I still get a couple of Void Lords too. Alright, it's fine. There's his final Void Lord. I'm 1 card deeper into Fatigue. That's a pretty close one. But he has a cube left, and he has both pacts left, and he has a Faceless left. So I think he's in a pretty decent spot. But I can use the Skull when I want to get the Void Lord out there, so that I can still cube and dark back the Void Lord. He has 1 Defile left, no Hellfires. 1 Faceless, 1 cube. I haven't really been able to use my Silence, because I didn't find it. Is he trying to set up a Defile board? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, but that's not going to be very good for him now, is it? So now he has no more Void Lords and he has no more Doom Gods. How does he win from here? I don't know how he wins from here. Because I'll play the Skull once I have drawn the cube. So then I can get the Void Lord out for free, so that I can cube and pack the cube. Not drawing the cube is a little bit annoying. Do I risk it now? I mean, I'm going to draw either the cube or the faceless. Yeah, I can equip the skull.
All will serve.
Because one or the other is going to come. But he can faceless and cube. But he can't kill the cube on the same turn.
There is a method to my madness.
Almost out of cards.
Now I got the faceless manipulator. Which means that I'm just going to faceless the Void Lord. He can faceless my Void Lord and cube his faceless. But he can't kill the faceless on the same turn. It's a mountain giant left. Interesting.
Out of cards.
I always have to kill the mountain giant. There will be 6. There will be 6 Void Walkers on the board. So I have to attack here. And I have to attack there. I have to eat the mountain giant. Then I can cube my Void Lord. I only get one Void Lord playing like this. He has faceless. Does he win? Oh, he can still win. The giant and cube and back to Void Lord. Because he can cube this one. But if he cubes it, I just silence the cube. Because he can't kill off the cube. And this is still fine. This is still fine. I was concerned for a moment there, but it's all good. All of these need to be attacking here. Then I'm going to have to eat one of my own minions so that I can silence his cube. I could have Dark Pact the minion. Now he has no facelesses left.
I'm out of cards.
No facelesses, no Void Lords. No Defiles, no Hellfires. He has a couple of pacts, but I want to make some space on the board for the Void Walkers. Then I'll hit him in the face. Then I'll just try to hit him in the face a lot. He has 2 Dark Pacts, but does he have any minions? He has 1 Possessed Lackey. He can still play a Lackey and Dark Pact the Lackey to get some health. That shouldn't be enough, right? What does he have there? And what does he have? I'm genuinely curious. What does he have that makes him think he wins the game? He still has 4 cards. He has a Mistress. He has a Mistress and a Lackey. Mistress, Lackey and 2 Pacts. He has Mistress, Lackey and 2 Pacts.
Trust me.
Yeah, that's what he has. But that's still not enough to make up for the difference, right? I don't think that's enough to make up for the difference. I mean, I'm pushing damage every turn. I fatigue for 2 more than he does, but I'm pushing 6.
I mean, it simply doesn't matter. He's in 5 plus worth of Voidwalkers every turn. Yes, yes he was. I think I can keep Defile when I also have Lucky. It's probably a Jade Druid, but we'll see. It could be an Acro Druid. Well, that's definitely a Jade Druid. Do I even want to play the Mistress? No, there's no reason for me to play the Mistress yet. I don't gain anything from playing it. I only lose possibilities to play Mountain Giants. Jade Druid it is. There's my cube. There's Doomguard. Next turn is probably tap and Mistress. He doesn't have the best of hands. He still have Nourish for next turn, but I think for this turn was good. Tap some more. Play a Mistress. So he nourishes for ramp now if he has Nourish. Yep, he has Nourish. And he ramps. Predictable. Doesn't really gain anything from trading, but it's okay. I could coin the Lackey. Does it benefit me to coin the Lackey? No, it's better for me to play a Doomsayer. Yeah, this is better. Let's just deny his development for a turn. Well, didn't quite deny his development for a turn then. On the other hand, it does kill off these minions, so he didn't benefit from the minions. That's good.
Oh yes, they'll serve me now.
Yeah, and we're going in with the Lackey. I have a Doomguard and a Voidlord in the deck. He can of course have a silence for this. Ooh, Medivh. That was a bit of a surprise, I have to admit. So let's kill off the Lackey here. See what we can pull. Voidlord is fine. That means the other Lackey is guaranteed to pull a Doomguard. I could cube and pact. I think I'm just playing a Mountain Giant here. And a Mistress of Mixtures. And then I can also tap for a card. This looks fine. He's going to play Ultimate Infestation next turn, which is pretty powerful. Because he gets 10 drop. But then it depends a lot on what 10 drop he gets. I don't get anything too serious. This is fine. This is completely fine. Because I played this one so that it can trade away the Medivh. Which it is going to do like this. Then the Mountain Giant can trade away Coon. Mountain Giant goes down to 1. But that's fine. Because I'm going to cube the Mountain Giant. And then I can also dark back the cube to play around any nasty things. So then I can have 2 Mountain Giants. Of course he can have spell stones. He can have lots of ways to deal with those, but still I got a trade on the Coon. And I got 2 8/8s on the board. Okay, this is all still fine. It's all still fine, I guess. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. My Mountain Giants will be very exposed if I go for a Defile clear on this. Not sure if I want to do that. I think I don't want to do that. I think I just coin out a Voidlord here. Mountain Giants to kill the biggest minions. I think this is okay. I won't get a lot of value from the Mountain Giants because he can probably remove them with spells. But if I cleared the board, I had two 8/2 Mountain Giants pushing face damage. I would not be able to get a lot of value from those either. It wouldn't help me that much. Oh, interesting Mark of the Lotus. Is there a way for me to set up a Defile board from here? He has 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's a Defile clear. Not quite the Defile clear I always wanted, but it's a Defile clear. 1, 2, 3. Where's the 4? 4 is my Mountain Giant. Yeah. Do I want to tap first? Stream and I will have another 6. I probably want to play the... Do I even want to play the Lackey? Because that only pulls a Doom God. I don't really. So I do want to tap first. Tap for Spellstone. Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for. Then we clear the board. But I can't do anything else. So I managed to answer the Medivh, but I haven't answered any of the Jades yet. He has only played 2 Jades so far. All of the Jades are still coming. Got rid of Mark of the Lotus while doing that, though. That was good. Does he pull Fandral? Oh, he does. So now he's going to play Jade Idol. Yeah. Could be that Fandral was the only remaining minion anyway. Well, that's so good. Yeah, Fandral was the only, so he was guaranteed Fandral. I see. Like he doesn't do anything now. I'm gonna have to Spellstone the Fandral. 9 cards in hand. No Gul'dan. No Nesoth. All the good stuff is at the bottom. And there's my Gul'dan at least. I can probably play the Librarian. I guess it's fine. Let's draw another card with that. Find the Skull, but I can't play the Skull this turn. I have to Spellstone the Fandral. So is next turn Gul'dan or is it the Skull? What can I afford to do? Jades, they are coming. The Jades, they are coming indeed. And there's another Ultimate Infestation coming, and that will result in more Jades. So some pretty problematic positions here. If I play Hellfire into Defile, 1, 2, 3, that's a 6/6. So that doesn't kill the Jade from Aya. I probably have to play the Gul'dan here. The problem is that he can probably kill the Void Lords. Well, he can kill the Void Lords. He can always kill the Void Lords. But I felt I needed to save the Hellfire Defile clear for later. He armors up. That's interesting. Why would he armor up? Nice. Well, now we got rid of both Marks of the Lotus. There's still obviously 2 copies of Branching Paths, most likely. So if he has a whiteboard, he has even more power available.
Death is eternal. My turn is not.
Spellstone 2. He's really emptying his hand here. So if I play Hellfire, that's going to be the 6/6 from Aya. Unless I eat Aya first. Yeah, then that's so clear. I do it like this. Eat the Aya first. Then I can Hellfire. No, I miscounted that. I have to double Hellfire. Well, it's okay. It's okay. He has only one card in hand. Now two. It's one of those ultimate infestation. Because he really needs some card draw now. No ultimate infestation, but there is a Jade Idol. Okay. I can go with Nasoth, right? 2 mistresses are dead, 2 lackey, 1 lackey is dead. 1 cubes. Now I get at least a couple of Void Lords. So we're trying with this. He obviously has that 7/7, which is kind of sweet. But I'm actually going to faceless his big Jades. Once he gets some really big Jades out there, I'm just going to faceless them. No big Jades yet. When that happened, that can help him. Alright, alright. So, tree. Why no Umbra? There's no space for Umbra in this deck. So I siphon here. Doesn't need to. Put the tree, put the tree, put the tree. Yeah. I'm sorry I didn't talk faster in that. That was a pretty difficult turn. I needed that defile clear over there. So that's why I didn't have time to talk. If he plays Jades, I have 2 faceless manipulators. Yeah, it took me a while to figure out how to set up the healths of all the minions so that I would have minions left alive. And he would not. And I did manage to get the Nasoth hit to the face. That was pretty close. It can get quite hectic sometimes. If he plays a Jade, he dies, because I just double faceless his Jade. It's going to be an 8/8, but how does it push through? It doesn't.
Death is eternal. My turn is not.
Am I going to double faceless the Jade? I am, right? He has 1 swipe left.
There is a method to my madness.
There is 1 swipe left. No more spreading plagues. This one could hit here.
Bloody decision.
Then he can swipe this if it hits. It goes down to 4. It's a perfect swipe. I play around that swipe. I trade away the Nasoth. And I hit with one of these. Then I double faceless his 8/8. And the rest pushes face. But I think this is game. UI left. Yeah, he has 1 UI left. But I think this is game now. He has UI, a couple of Jade Idols and a couple of branching paths. But that's already 16, that's 26. And I have silence, so I get through the taunt. And boom goes the Jade Druid. Look, I have 26 damage here. I also have silence for your taunt. Too bad.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.